Good.
Hello everyone, I'm Tara Jones and this is Pippy and we're back for clip number 2. In clip number 1 we had Pippy lunging over the mat. Now we're going to start to introduce the tarp. This could get interesting. She's a very sweet horse, but she's very uppity. So what I want to teach her to do is to control that. And if you didn't see clip 1, Pippy is a coming 3-year-old and is unbroke. So this is our 4th session where I'm actually working her and getting her used to the objects that she'll maybe encounter. And some people say, well, you'll never encounter a tarp. No, you probably won't encounter a tarp on trail. But trail obstacle courses have become very big. They always involve a tarp. And believe it or not, when trucks drive down my street, the stone trucks have tarp covers and they flap like crazy, and it does scare the horses. So it's something that you can get the horse used to the sound of it. Okay, again, Pippy has not seen this yet. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out to where I'm standing in front of her at a fairly safe distance. All I want her to really do is keep both eyes on me. So I'm going to keep striving to get her to look at me because I am the safe spot. Okay? So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to rattle it a bit. Good. If I get no reaction, I'm going to leave her be with it for a second. What people do and where they go wrong is they keep attacking the horse with the object. If they don't get a reaction, my gosh, they must have to get a reaction. So they keep going after the horse and going after the horse. And before you know it, the horse is thinking that there should be something wrong, and the horses tend to get aggressive. Okay, so be very careful with your de-spooking objects. Okay, now I'm going to move slightly to the other side, and I'm going to rattle it over here. Good. And you notice that from our prior work in the other sessions, Pippy is looking at me even though she's shaking. Okay, she's starting to glance at me, and she's starting to keep her eyes on my object, which that's all I'm really looking for. Just wanted to keep her eyes on my object. Good. And right there she moved her feet a little bit, and that's okay. Here's another secret to helping a horse get over an obstacle. Have them follow it for a second. If they're stuck, take one step to the side and ask them to follow. You're okay. Good. Don't make a big deal out of it, but do keep an eye on them over your shoulder in case they start to spook and run past you. Okay, always keep yourself at a very safe distance. This can get extremely dangerous. Horses can bolt past you, they can cow kick out of fear and out of worryment that something's going to happen. A lot of times we teach them to keep their eyes on us, so they do see us as the safe spot. So you have to also remember that they're going to come jump on top of you if they think that you're going to save them. Okay, I'm just going to start to come up with it, and I'm going to walk away. Now, here's where you don't want to get into what I call creeper mode, okay? Where people go, it's okay, and they go, here, sniff it, smell it, and the horse goes, whoa, there must be something wrong with that, okay? I always go at them with the same intensity and activity out here that I'm going to be at when I get to them. So if I come out here, no surprises, here I am with it, I'm going to walk away. Here I come, okay, I'm going to walk away. Here I come, good girl, Pip, walk away. Chance, here I come. And oddly enough, there's a bag just randomly blowing over there in the bush that has her attention. So when people say that you don't see tarps, here comes that. We have a new development across the street, and when you start to build, a lot of their trash starts to blow over into my property on windy days. So my horses encounter a lot of things on their own in the field. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do next. I'm slowly going to open this tarp and get it to the point where it gets bigger. She's actually doing fairly decent with this, which means that my prior work really sunk in. Okay? Now, if I want to get to the point where I'm going to touch her with it, I'll start to do this. Okay? And I'll just brush her a little bit as I walk away. Okay? Just to show her it's not a big deal. Okay? And all she has to do, this is probably one of the easiest things that she'll ever learn, which is stand and face what you're afraid of. You don't even have to move your feet. Good girl. And I'm going to keep going at her right there because she is moving. Now I'm going to walk away. And I'm going to ask her to follow me for a couple steps. And now I'm going to make this slightly bigger. Oh, you're okay. Good girl. Just be very careful when you're using the tarp in the front like that. Sometimes the horse will get scared and they'll strike at it, and you could get struck in the leg. Just remember remember, a horse can get you from any angle. Doesn't matter where you are. I've been cow-kicked standing up by a horse's head by a 17-hand horse once who got me right in the arm, standing up here. He hit me with his back hind leg. So always, always, always be on guard and know that they can get you from anywhere. And if you notice, she's allowing me to start going down her body little by little with this tarp, which is fantastic. Okay, now if she were really scared of this, you would see quivers in her body, and I would keep doing this until those quivers went away. Because when I'd go to put the saddle on, I'd end up with an issue. And I want to make sure I cross all my T's and dot all my I's. Okay, so again, no surprises. Here it is, girl. And it's going to blow and it's going to make noise, and all she has to do is stand here. Good girl. Good girl. Okay. And sometimes I encounter horses that, there's game playing horses where they aren't really scared of something, they just kind of pull the wool over your eyes and they know they can get out of work. And then you meet horses that are legitimately scared. She's legitimately scared. Okay, so when she sees an object and she shakes and quivers, she really is truly scared. Oh, what a good girl. What an excellent job. Okay, and again, whatever I do on one side, I want to do on the other. There's no surprises for her here. She needs to see what's happening. What are you wearing? Okay, I always try to comfort the horses and help them through this. This is a hard process, especially when they're young like this. Their whole world just gets rocked. They were in a pasture for 2 years doing whatever they wanted, and now all of a sudden they're having all these demands put on them and being told they can't do something and they have to do this and they have to do that. So I usually try to have a lot of compassion for the young ones, for any horse really, but the young ones especially because they just don't know. Okay, I always like to bring the object up over them little by little. This is going to be quick because I knew she'd freak out a little bit, and that's okay. Okay, one of the biggest things that a horse has to get over is the fact of things being over its head and anything touching its ears. Horses that are head shy will buck you off quicker than any other horse that you'll ever encounter, also rearing. So it's okay. Make this like a band-aid, quick. No. There we go. Oh, that was better. And now come see it. Okay, so I would just keep working on this little by little. Obviously, you can see she's made progress already. It's not where I'd like it to be, but for the sake of time, I just wanted to show you where we'd start. What I want her to do is understand that she needs to keep looking at whatever's afraid of her. You know, we keep going through this until I could wave this all over the place. She's not afraid of the noise, etc., etc. So, once again, that's just a little clip of how you can get your horse used to a tarp and how you can get your horse used to something scary. She's doing fantastic with this. Look at you, girl. Okay, and the next clip we will be getting into how to use a flag and an umbrella and actually introducing a little bit of some bells with some noise. Okay, so once again, I'm Tara Jones, and join us for our next clip on Pippy the Unbroke. Thanks for watching.